In this video, we will try to discuss some questions related to education, especially higher education, and it will be based on current affairs that has been going on. Those things we will try to discuss. NEP 2020, it is a recent phenomena that has completely changed or transformed education sector of India, and related to those things, we will try to solve some questions. So the first question that is with us is, what does NEP, National Education, stand for in the context of Indian education? National Education Program, New Education Plan, National Education Policy, and National Educational Program. So you have seen the options. Number C will be correct, that is National Education Policy. You have seen that. Similarly, number 2 says, in which year was the National Education Policy 2020 officially approved by the Government of India? 2015, 2018, 2020, 2022. From the question itself, we can make out that it is 2020. NEP 2020. Then NEP 2020 aims to achieve what level of gross enrollment ratio, GER, in higher education by 2030? 25%, 30, 50, 100%. So number 3, it will be 30%. This is their aim. Then which language is recommended as the medium of instruction up to at least grade 5 in NEP 2020? English, Hindi, mother tongue, or regional language, Sanskrit. If you are involved in current affairs, then you will get to know that mother tongue or regional language was given preference, and in these languages education will be imparted. Next, the NEP 2020 emphasizes the integration of which aspect of education to promote a holistic approach? Arts and science, sports and physical education, vocational education, regional studies. It will be number B, that is sports and education, physical educations were emphasized. Then according to NEP, what is the new name proposed for the University Grants Commission UGC, National Accreditation Council NEC, National Education Authority NEA, Higher Education Commission of India HECI, University Regulatory Body URB? So correct answer of this question will be number C, that is Higher Education Commission of India HECI. You must remember it. Likewise, NEP 2020, it recommends the implementation of 5+3+3+4 curricular structure. What does 5 in the structure represent? 5 years of primary education, 5 core subjects in higher education, 5 years of pre-primary education, 5 years of vocational education. So it will be number C, that is 5 years of pre-primary education. Next, what is the primary goal of NEP 2020 regarding teacher education? So it will be to enhance the quality of teacher education. This was the primary goal of NEP 2020. Next, what is the recommended ratio of full-time equivalent teachers to the total number of students in school as per 2020? So this is the ratio: 1:30, 1:40, 1:20, 1:10. It will be 9A. That means 1:30. This is their prime and fundamental objective. Similarly, NEP 2020 envisions the establishment of multidisciplinary higher education institutions known as Central Universities, Technical Institutes, Research Institutes, Universities of Eminence. Number D will be correct, Universities of Eminence. I have done my best to give you the correct option, though it is prepared by me, but still there will be some error unknowingly. Please try to rectify it. According to NEP 2020, what is the proposed duration of the undergraduate program in most universities? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It is quite pragmatic. It is now implemented. So now 4 years will be our correct option. Then NEP 2020, it aims to achieve 100% adult literacy by which year? 2030, 2040, 2025, 2050. So it will be 2030 year. Okay, this is the year. Then what is the name of the initiative under NEP 2020 that focuses on providing equitable and quality education children with disabilities? Inclusive Education Program, Special Education Initiative, Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, and Accessible Learning Project, IEP, SEI, SSA, ALP. So it will be Special Education Initiative, SEI. The next question, NEP 2020, it emphasizes the use of technology for education. Which program aims to provide high quality e-content for school education? Swayam Diksha Sakshat E-Gyan. It will be Diksha, D-I-K-H-H-A, Diksha. Next, the NEP 2020, it encourages the establishment of autonomous bodies called what? For the accreditation and assessment of institutions, assessment committees, quality councils, regulatory authorities, accreditation agencies. Okay, it will be quality councils. Wait, quality councils. Next, according to NEP 2020, what is the name of the new pedagogical structure recommended for the early childhood care and education, ECCE? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4, 5 plus 3 plus 4, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 plus 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2. It will be 5 plus 3 plus 4. Then NEP 2020 recommends the integration of vocational education into the mainstream education system. From which grade? It will be number B, 8th grade. Then what is the proposed name for the regulatory body responsible for accrediting institutions in NEP 2020? It will be National Accreditation Council. Next, according to NEP 2020, what is the new name proposed for the Indian School Certificate ISC examination? Okay, it will be Comprehensive Assessment Program, in short CAP. Then NEP 2020 aims to increase the public investment in education to what percentage of the GDP? 4, 6, 10 to it will be 6%. Likewise, which component NEP 2020 focuses on promoting research and innovation in higher education institutions, equity and inclusion, access to quality education, holistic education, research and innovation? It will be access to quality education. NEP 2020 recommends the introduction of coding, the computational thinking, from which grade in schools? Grade 1, grade 6, grade 9, grade 11. It will be grade 6. From grade 6, it has been decided that students will learn coding. Then, what is the proposed name for the regulatory body responsible for setting standards in teacher education under NEP 2020? National Accreditation Council, National Council for Teacher Education, Educational Quality Assurance Authority, Teacher Training and Certification Board. It will be National Accreditation Council. Next, NEP 2020 suggests the establishment of a national mission on / to focus on the integration of arts and culture in education, heritage education, cultural literacy, arts and aesthetics, Indian heritage. It will be heritage education. According to NEP 2020, what is the minimum age at which a child should enter early childhood care and education? It will be number 4, B, that is 4 years. Then what is the name of the initiative under NEP 2020 that aims to provide vocational education and training to over 50% of students by 2025? It is Skill India Mission. In NEP 2020, what is the proposed duration of the program in most discipline? So B, that is 4 years. NEP 2020 recommends the introduction of National Tutors Program to provide academic supports to students in what? Grades 1 and 8, grades 9 to 12, higher education, all grades. It will be grades 9 to 12. This is what I have got, but please try to verify from your side also. Do your own research. Next, according to NEP 2020, what is the recommended duration for a Bachelor of Education in short BEd program? 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. So it will be 2 year. This is what I have got. NEP 2020 aims to transform India into a global knowledge superpower through which key strategy: invest in private education institutions, attract foreign universities to set up campuses in India, promote online education exclusively, increase the number of traditional universities. It will be B, attract foreign universities to set up campuses in India. Next, what is the proposed name for the National Assessment Center that will conduct standardized tests for university admission under NEP 2020, National Testing Agency NTA, Centralized University Entrance Examination CUEE, National Assessment and Accreditation Authority NAAA, All India Admission Test AIAT. So it will be All India Admission Test. NEP 2020, it recommends the use of which model to impart vocational education in schools? Hub and spoke model, centralized model, research-based model, traditional classroom model. It will be 23, that is B, centralized model. According to NEP 2020, what is the aim of achieving foundational literacy and numeracy for all students by 2030, by 2025, by 2022, and 2040? Correct answer will be, it will be 2025. This is according to my research. Please try to verify. NEP 2020 encourages the development of an academic bank of credits, in short called ABC. What is the purpose of this bank? To provide loans to students for higher education, to assess the creditworthiness of educational institutions, to facilitate the transfer of academic credits across institutions, to regulate interest rates on student loans. Okay, it will be to assess the creditworthiness of educational institutions. Which Indian state/union territory served as the model for implementing various aspects of NEP 2020 before the policy was rolled out nationwide? It is Tamil Nadu. NEP 2020 recommends the setting up of a gender inclusion fund to support the education of marginalized and vulnerable groups. What is the proposed contribution to this fund by the government? So you must know this. It's a basic question. Number C will be correct. 10% of the education budget. Under NEP 2020, what is the proposed name for the new regulator for higher education institutions, focusing on accreditation, funding, and academia standards? It will be, we have already discussed, Higher Education Commission of India. Then, according to NEP 2020, what is the recommended percentage of students who should pursue vocational education at the secondary level? It will be 10%. NEP 2020 emphasizes the importance of experiential learning. Which of the following is an example of experiential learning? It will be reading textbooks. Okay, that's all for today. Let's try to discuss other videos in other day, in upcoming day. The first question that we have got is, which component of NEP 2020 it focuses on promoting research and innovation in Indian higher education institutions, equity and inclusion, access to quality education, and holistic education, then research and innovation. So the correct answer will be research and innovation that we have got in the number D. Likewise, NEP 2020 it recommends the introduction of coding and computational thinking from which grade in schools? 1, 6, 9, grade 11. So you all know it will be grade 6. Next, what is the proposed name for the regulatory body responsible for setting standards in teacher education under NEP 2020? National Accreditation Council (NAC), National Council for Teacher Education (NCTE), Educational Quality Assurance Authority (EQAA), Teacher Training and Certification Board (TTCB). So it will be NCTE, National Council for Teacher Education. Next, NEP 2020 suggests the establishment of national mission on this to focus on the integration of arts and culture in education, heritage education, cultural literacy, arts and aesthetics, Indian heritage. It will be arts and aesthetics. Next, according to NEP 2020, what is the minimum age at which a child should enter early childhood care and education, which is in short form called ECCE, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. It will be 3 years. Number A, 3 years. Then, what is the name of the initiative under NEP 2020 that aims to provide vocational education and training to over 50% of students by 2025? Skill India Mission, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana (PMKVY), National Skills Development Corporation (NSDC), Vocationalization of Education Program (VEP). So correct answer will be Skill India Mission. Wait. Next, in NEP 2020, what is the proposed duration of the PhD program in most disciplines? 3, 4, 5, 2 years. So it will be 4 years. B. NEP 2020 recommends the introduction of National Tutors Program, in brief NTP, to provide academic support to students in grades 1, 8, 9, 12 higher education or all grades? It will be from grades 1 to 8. A will be correct. Next, according to NEP 2020, what is the recommended duration for the Bachelor of Education in short B.Ed? 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be 2 years. Next, NEP 2020 aims to transform India into a global knowledge superpower through which key strategy. So these are the options. Correct option will be attract foreign universities to set up campuses in India. Next, what is the proposed name for the National Assessment Center that will conduct standardized tests for university admissions under NEP 2020? Okay, it will be, you all know, National Testing Agency. It also conducts various examinations including NET. Next, NEP 2020 recommends the use of which model to impart vocational education in schools? So these are the options. Correct option will be number 1, hub and spoke model. Hub and spoke. Next, according to NEP 2020, what is the aim for achieving foundational literacy and numeracy for all students? So these are the years. Correct answer will be number C, 2022. What is the aim for achieving foundational literacy and numeracy for all students? By 2022. Whether it is correct or not, please try to verify from your own end. Next, NEP 2020 encourages the development of academic bank of credits, in short ABC. What is the purpose of this bank? These are the options. Correct option will be to facilitate the transfer of academic credits across institutions. Next, which Indian state or union territory serve as the model for implementing various aspects of NEP 2020 before the policy was rolled out nationwide? It will be number B, that means Delhi. Please verify, please. Next, NEP 2020 recommends the setting up for a gender inclusion fund to support the education of marginalized and vulnerable groups. What is the proposed contribution to this fund by government? So correct answer will be 2% of the education budget. Next, under NEP 2020, what is the proposed name for the new regulator for higher education institutions focusing on accreditation, funding and academic standards? You all know, I have already talked in my part 1 of the video. It will be Higher Education Commission of India. You must remember, you must know about it. Next, NEP 2020 recommends the introduction of a common regulatory framework for online education. What is the proposed name for this framework? These are the options, but correct option will be Digital Education Regulatory Authority, in short DERA, DERA. You must remember it. Next, according to NEP 2020, what is the recommended percentage of students we should pursue vocational education at the secondary level? 10, 20, 30, 50%. It will be number C, that means 30%. Next, NEP 2020 emphasizes the importance of experiential learning. Which of the following is an example of experiential learning? So it will be field trips and hands-on activities. Next, in NEP 2020, what is the suggested duration for the Master of Education in short MEd program? 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be 1 year. Within 1 year you have to finish. There is no other option left. NEP 2020 recommends that students be allowed to choose a combination of subjects of their choice, known as DASH in higher education: specialization, core curriculum, multidisciplinary program, elective course. It will be multidisciplinary program. Next, NEP 2020 encourages the creation of a National Research Foundation, in short NRF, to promote research and innovation. What is the proposed source of funding for the NRF? international donor, public-private partnerships, grant from foreign governments, a percentage of the GDP. It will be a percentage of the GDP must be provided. No other option. Next, according to NEP 2020, what is the name of the autonomous body responsible for developing and maintaining the national curriculum framework? So these are the options. Correct option will be, we all know, National Council of Educational Research and Training, in short NCERT. Similarly, next question, National Board of Online NEP 2020 proposes the establishment of a Higher Education Grants Council, HEGC. What will be the primary role of HEGC? Their role will be to their role will be to research and development in higher education culture, conducting accreditation, culture and art. So it was NCERT. NCERT. Wait. Yes. So funding of higher education institutions. It will be our correct answer. So next question. Under NAP 2020, what is the proposed name for the regulatory body responsible for setting standards in school education? This is a very basic question. I think I have already discussed about it. So it will be NERA, National Education Regulatory Authority, NERA. Next, NEP 2020 suggests the introduction of a 360-degree assessment of students. What does this assessment include? A feedback from teachers and peers. This is our correct answer. Next, according to NEP 2020, what is the proposed name for the new policy on early childhood care for education, in short ECCE? It will be National Curricular and Pedagogical Framework, NCPF. Next, what is the proposed name for the regulatory body responsible for setting standards and regulating online education? This we have already talked. That will be NBOE, National Board of Online Education. Wait. Very problematic. Now moving on, NEP 2020 emphasizes the importance of early childhood care and education. What is the recommended age range for children to receive ECCE? It will be 3 to 6 years. Next, NEP 2020 suggests the establishment of a national assessment center to assess the skills and knowledge of students. What is the proposed name for this center? It will be National Council for National Educational Assessment Authority. Number B, National Educational Assessment Authority. Next, under NEP 2020, so I think we have already discussed it. It is finished. Next, NEP 2020 recommends that the higher education system in India should aim to become net zero carbon by which year? Correct answer will be 2050. Next, this we have already talked. Some questions are repeated, but we have already talked. Let us move forward. Some questions are already discussed and talked. According to NEP 2020, what is the proposed ratio of trained teachers to untrained teachers in schools? Okay, it will be 1:30. NEP 2020 recommends the introduction of a common entrance test, CET, for which level of education? So it will be higher education. Common entry for higher education. Next, what is the proposed name for the regulatory body? I think we have discussed it. Okay. Next question. NEP 2020 emphasizes the development of a national repository of educational data, NRED. What is the primary purpose of NRED? To track student attendance, to store digital textbook, to centralize educational data for analysis and policy making, to provide free internet access to schools. So it will be to centralize educational data for analysis and policy making. This is our correct answer. This we have done. This is most of the questions are done. That's all. Thank you so much. I have done my best to give you the correct answer, but sometimes due to some reasons I may tell you the wrong answer as the correct answer, so it is always better to verify from your own end. Thank you so much.